Can I make this work? Is this going to be possible? Why do I always do it this way? Because I'm never satisfied with the way this comes out. Let me go ahead and start the slideshow. So this was 1996. I was going to a four-year, I went to a private school with boys, no girls allowed, in a private Catholic school for about 3 years. Then I went to another high school in Southern California for about my senior year. And during this time, I created a character named Skullcap. I couldn't remember his name. I could not remember his name for some strange ass reason. So, yeah, it was based on the Skeleton Warriors Saturday morning cartoon, combined with a guy named Carlos. And Carlos was I think we were both high school juniors. The idea was that Carlos would come across a magic a staff or a magic wand, and he would be transformed into an immortal skeleton. I kind of redrew him to be metallic later on. So instead of cartilage bone, he would be made out of steel and iron. But these 3 scenes or so, they show you some of the adventures he had in space, going to other planets, on floating asteroids, leaving Earth, meeting alien demon lords. This guy here, I don't know who this guy is. And of course, going with this guy. Well, no, actually, this is where Carlos went to a third metamorphosis. So he bulked up like he was on steroids. And of course, I gave him a dog who was also a skeleton dog. So all this was kind of a shitty ripoff of Skeleton Warriors, but it was a more personal character than it was just a group of people. But Skeleton Warriors did persuade me to create 3 new characters, which I'll reveal next weekend. This is just what I wanted to show you. All I was doing was designing comic book covers of popular, just things you would see when you go to the comic book store or the newsstands. You know, like I say, when you first create an idea, you think it's going to be the big tits. You think it's going to be something that you know is going to work, but it's not going to work. And you try the best you can. You try to come up with something that works, but it doesn't work. And you're just not sure, but you want it to be good. So this was not great. But that's how you come up with better ideas. I mean, the work that I'm doing now, I'm finishing a trilogy. But it's not for the sake of just writing a trilogy. There's a rhyme and a reason as to why I'm writing a trilogy. That's just, it's 99% written form. It's like a novel, but they're like dime novels. You have to be 100 years old to know what a dime novel is. But look up dime novel on Google, and you'll know what a dime novel is. But this is, I'm writing short 120-page stories that are, you know, when you add it together, it's 360 pages, like a regular book. But this was after 22 years. So this was 1996. We're now in 2018. So this character is not in my story. But the next ones that I will show you for 1997 are in the book, because I felt that when you took 3 distinct people, and this is related to Skeleton Warriors, right? When you take 3 distinct people that almost have nothing in common, and you put them together, and then you add a whole sci-fi creature mutation thing to them, then it gives some sort of depth. I worked on those and gave up on those for a while, but then brought them back. So I will show those next week. I'm going to watch some E3, Microsoft and Bethesda's, and I think there's going to be another one. Somebody else is, I think Eversoft or Neversoft, somebody's showing something at the end. So that the Electronic Arts presentation yesterday was pure bullshit. You know, the games look all right, but I have no interest in them. I'll just get a Nintendo Switch later on. I made my peace with Nintendo. I don't care for Star Fox 2. I'm just going to do that. So anyway, this is Maestro Drake signing out. Be nice, be cruel, but be yourselves, please. Thank you.